And a very good evening, everybody. Welcome to Mattioli Wood's Welford Road, to the PREM Rugby Cup coverage of Leicester Tigers against Northampton Saints, or as we're calling it, the clash between the two teams which produced the players, which produced England Rugby's most viral moment of 2025 off the field. Yeah, I am of course talking about the dance. Tommy Freeman's, Finn Smith's, Freddie Stewart and Henry Pollock's dance. What would you call it? A line dance, an Irish dance? It was certainly a show of cohesion, organisation, logistics. It was a pretty impressive showing. Now, Wilf McCarthy's alongside me from Leicester Tigers. Wilf, you're 23, so you're these guys' age, pretty much. Yeah. What was your take on the dance?
Firstly, thanks for having me. It's pretty cool to be here. The dance, I actually don't have TikTok, if I'm honest. I'm trying to stay off social media, but yeah, I thought it was interesting watching Freddie Stewart, a Tigers boy, hanging out with three Saints lads. It didn't go down well with the boys back in the Tigers changing room, but it looked like they're having fun. So, and it went pretty viral, didn't it?
Well, firstly, there goes a wise young man staying on social media. Very impressive, and that makes me feel better because I'm not on TikTok either. So, of course, you've got the second viewing. You've got to view it through something else, it was impressive though.
Yeah, well, I do have Instagram, so I didn't see it on there.
Right.
But trying to stay off the
give them a knock.
all that.
Sounds like they're coming.
Yeah, well, they produced that off the field. What performance on it? This club steeped in developing talent. These clubs, right? And this match, the East Midlands derby, it always carries spice. Let's have a look at the two teams who are on display in this PREM Rugby Cup fixture today. Leicester Tigers, this is how the hosts looked. 3 full internationals included: Joaquin Moro, the Argentinian at number 8, Tommy Raffel, the Welsh international, at 7. There's also Arlo Lohman, the Swedish international, at prop, and they have talent, pace aplenty. Cam Henderson is the 4th international to be out there in full in the second row. It's a mix of players who need a run out before the Premiership begins again in earnest, and then there's Europe after that, and so much young talent on display as well. So Northampton, meanwhile, bringing in some veteran wizened heads from the international scene. George Furbank captaining at number 10. He's looking for more minutes after his comeback. Just 33 minutes he played against Newcastle as he looks to shake off some horrible injury run over the last 9 months that he's had. He's pulling the strings and captaining the team at fly half. Ollie Slightholme is back as well to get more minutes on the field. On the wing, at fullback, George Hendy, fresh from England A action last weekend, is going to be running things in the back 3. And on the bench, plenty to look forward to as well. Callum Chick, Cleopas Kundiona, the Zimbabwe international. Robbie Smith's on a comeback trail of himself as well. So welcome to Welford Roads, wherever you're watching on from around the world. We're delighted to have your company as we while away this late autumnal evening in Leicester. Leicester kick-off against Northampton Saints. For plenty of these players, this is a maiden introduction to what the East Midlands derby is all about. They would have watched from the stands before they got to this stage. They would have watched on TV when they were younger, and now, for many on the field, it's a maiden bow. The number 9. Thrown into the action, Johnny Wyman, just 19 years of age, in place of Archie McParland, and he's put that on a sixpence. Orlando Bailey at fullback, hammered. Missed pass from Whiteley, but it's going to be tidied up by Sam Mercer, who's on debut for Leicester Tigers tonight. Sam comes in from one of their partner clubs, Nottingham. Big Sam, all 6'4" of him. And he gets into the thick of things.
6 move!
Tommy Raffel, overlooked by
Use it,
Wales.
9!
They're autumn internationals, but integral to the
9,
Tigers.
you've had the call!
He'll be starting next week in the first team's trip to Newcastle Falcons, you would wager. He's getting precious minutes. This is bouncing away, and the Tigers are going to storm through here with Morrow, who dives and swoops home, and he leaves a green and red vapour trail over Welford an Argentine try.
Yeah, great try from Mora, but all about the chase. Look at Sam Mercer just chasing up that far left-hand side. The fact he gets in the air just puts him off the catch. He gets off pressure. Joaquin, like any good back rower, following up, getting on the crumbs, finishing the corner. Great chase.
Those crumbs that we hear so much about from Freddie Stewart, when they're swept up like that, they are very, very tasty. Well, Tigers off to a great start, and wherever you're tuning in from, it's terrific to have your company. We're doing things a bit differently in the PREM Rugby Cup at the moment, so it's commentary, it's a watch-along. Your engagement is vital to us as well. We'd love to know what you think of the action. If you've got any questions for young Wilf here, shoot them to us in the live chat on YouTube. He'll be answering all of them in the first half, and then we have Gabe Hamer-Webb, who is with us in the second half to cast an eye over things. These two are flatmates, by the way. Wilf McCarthy and Gabe Hamer-Webb, paired together in Leicester for their new adventures, both fresh at this club. And Wilf, of course, will be itching to play in this East Midlands derby when you get the chance. Won't be long, of course. We'll hear about why you're more on the case.
Tackle assist, clear release.
Let's go through it now. It's not a long-term injury, but it must have been a frustrating one.
Yeah, so back in when was it? Back in end of August. It was one of the last week of pre-season. I just caught my ankle awkwardly off just as I was playing. Just got it crushed under a few boys, snapped the ligaments in my ankle, my right ankle. So it's been 9 weeks since then, but hopefully back fit next week. It's training.
Look forward to that. It's structural crossing from Hamish Mayers, the referee tonight.
Obstruction. Both of you just came around the back.
Former top end player Hamish Mayers as well. Bear that one in mind if you come across him, Wilf, in the Prem.
I'll stay away from him.
You a chatter much to the refs? Like to build a rapport?
No, I try to stay away from talking back. Just leave it to the skipper. Yeah, leave it with him, and maybe dropping my 2 pence down then, but not really.
Speak when spoken to.
Yeah, exactly.
Skippers tonight, Charlie Clare for the Tigers in the front row. George Furbank, as mentioned, at 10. Tigers go cleanly to Tarek Hafar, who of course used to play for Northampton last season.
Use it!
He's made the hop up to Leicestershire. And what a signing he is. And the Leicester fans very excited about what he might be capable of doing in a Tigers shirt in the years to come. Headley is back here for the Saints. Try scorer for England A in Spain last year, and hasn't he won? Sam Mercer know all about the power that he conceals. He's a lithe frame of a man. That was very, very powerful.
Ball's there. Your man's here as well.
England A, if you didn't see the result, only just scraped to win against him.
Use it.
In Valladolid. It was a performance from the Spanish, but win they did. It's a lovely step, isn't it? Lovely. To get on the outside and then come back in. And then back us out.
Great tackle, Harry Palmer.
Cut the grass is yours. Here you go. On me, please. There you go. On me. Step.
Scotland under-20s player. Born in England. His father from Fiji. Joined from Glasgow over the summer. And those feet light up evenings like this. 16,000 tickets sold for this match. It doesn't matter where these two face each other, there is always an audience and they want to see the blood and thunder through the middle. And Joe Woodward gives the Tigers just that. Sir. Billy Sir.
First man.
A stand by number 10, the second choice at the club now after O'Connor Whiteley.
Non-coming. Good steal. Then knocked on.
Wolf, your thoughts on Tigers' opening 7 minutes?
It's a perfect start, really, for us, isn't it? Just a kick chase, a bit confusing in the backfield for Saints, and then we swept up, and like I said, those crumbs for Morris to score on the corner. So, as first starts go, it's pretty perfect for Tigers. So, just trying to cling on to that momentum. Knock on here. It's a good place to have a scrum left-hand side. We'll see what the Tigers have.
Sorry?
You know what they're going to do, don't you?
Yeah, I won't say anything. We'll just see what happens.
Obviously, you're injured. How involved have you been in the week building up to a match? Are you around the place? Are you aware of exactly what players are being told, or do you have to take a step back?
No, I think it's really important just for any young player going into an environment like this, like whether you're injured or not, just staying alive and getting used to everything. Like I've been, I'd say, quite diligent with all my rehab and stuff, but off pitch specific in rugby, I've actually just tried to talk with coaches as much as I can about mainly the analysis side of the game. Like at university we did a lot of it, but here it's a massive step up, so just trying to learn as much as I can, and like especially with the backs coaches like Anthony Allen has been quite influential to me since I've come. We've been doing quite defensive clips every week. I'll make my clips and send them to him, and we'll have a talk and go through them. So stuff like that's really good to just stay in part of the team and just stay involved as much as you can, even if you're injured. Just I think that's been massively beneficial for me so far.
Crouch!
Anthony Allen, yeah, what a player. And he was a schoolboy when I was at school, and everyone knew Anthony Allen was maybe the best player in England at that age, under 18. He was unstoppable.
Use it away!
And of course helping the likes of yourself, Wilf. Great man to learn off, particularly in the centres, and the two centres for Leicester linking in nicely as well. Woodward and Watt.
Move out!
Whiteley again to Moro, Joaquin Moro. Whiteley keeps the pace high. It's a lovely pass to the right hand wing, and Ryan Crowley, a man who has just signed professional terms for the first time in his career. What a week he's had. Once his crust in the RAF, by the way, an avionics engineer. Now he's a professional rugby player to go along with that. Quite a story.
You're not taking anyone.
Whiteley. Good pass that Whiteley has. That's just overshot and taken by Wyman. Burbank clears the lines. From an England perspective, to see George Furbank back in at St. Shirt is great news, and what a kick that is. Litchfield is after this, and Rafael wins the race.
Tommy Rafael, fair play. Unbelievable to get back and make that try stopper, really.
And you felt like it was two backs squaring off against each other. The speed that Rafael was moving at.
I was noticing in the warm-up, just the boys kicking to one another, just how the ball doesn't seem to really, as it bounces, it almost sticks to the ground. It doesn't really want to follow through. So it's a great chase back from Tommy, just not anticipating that the ball's going to go dead.
Searle kicks long, taken by Wyman. Massive carry, and there'll be plenty more of that from Van der Mescht tonight. He's already marked himself out this season in the Prem. His Slightholme back in action again. Slightholme slips the traps. Ball bounces around. Tigers will get it back. Ollie Slightholme has written the memo and sent it in the post to everyone in Leicester colours. He hasn't lost any of his speed or his slipperiness in his time away. Came back last week, played for a half, scored a try. We'll see more minutes from him tonight, one hopes. Great signs. It's such a season for England last time out. 6 tries in English colours. Saved 5 for his club last season before injury. Just a difficult man to handle, isn't it?
He's a powerful runner, isn't he? Always seems to beat the first offender, causing trouble for us down that short side.
And all his kicks seem to work out. Sometimes it looks like it's come off his shin. It still bobbles in the right place.
Angle.
It's got a magnetism.
Angle.
Well.
Across.
Scrum penalty from the Saints. It's brought a little hush around Welford Road,
it's
hasn't
gone
it?
a bit quiet.
Line's yours. Line's yours.
Oh, well, offside as well. That's okay. That's acceptable to...
6 called. Yeah, get him 2, please.
Saints, great chance to level things up in the tri-stakes. Taken at the back by Josh Kennedy, the Australian. Tigers stifle it. That's brilliant from the Tigers. Let's hear more from yourself, Will, about that. You were living and breathing every moment of it from a Tigers perspective.
Oh, this is unbelievable defence from the piggies, the forwards. To stop that, the brute size of Saints is huge, and obviously a USP for them to go to the corner, but to stop that and sack that the way the Tigers boys did, I think it was Cam Henderson who got through the middle there. It was just, that's a huge momentum boost for Tigers now. Hopefully just clear their lines and a good exit, but yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, it had Cam Henderson fingerprints on it, didn't it? The smile afterwards as well.
Crouch. Bind.
So in the front row for Tigers tonight,
Set.
Arla Lohman, the Swedish international.
No. All right.
And amongst many things, he's a guitarist in a
There's a bit on the bind.
Swedish death metal band.
So, like we said at the start,
Or at least he has been
consistent pressure.
before rugby really took
Let's
off.
go again.
The band was called Bread, as in breeding bread, not bread you eat, I think. I don't know if he's been playing any of that in the changing room, Will, or enticing people to join him in
No,
a
he hasn't.
metal jam.
I didn't even know he was a guitarist, but yeah, now that you've mentioned that, yeah, we'll probably try and get some more out of him, to be fair.
Bring it up.
Crouch.
There's got to be some good pictures from the death metal era of Arla Lohman, hasn't there?
You two on this side. Everyone else is fine apart from you two.
So what number match is this for you watching?
Get on with it. Let's go.
You've put me under the spot now. I think this is the 5th or 6th game.
Okay.
Yeah, not including pre-season games. But it's amazing. Like, to experience Welford Road just as a fan has been unbelievable. Like, you hear when the boys run out, just the atmosphere just starts to grow massively, and I'm itching to be out there with them. That'll be a pretty cool experience to do that.
Set.
For Tigers fans who may not be aware, Wilf McCarthy won't tell you this himself, but he was the Bucks Super Rugby Player of the Year last season. Is that right? Okay. You could nod along to that. That's okay. So there's a lot of excitement around him. He's a centre in a club of brilliant centres right now.
Use it, 9.
Tigers, but another one which I'm sure you'll get very excited about.
Yeah, people are probably wondering who's this guy sat next to you? Who is he? I've never heard of him before.
I'm wondering that about myself as well. Don't worry too much. But yeah, wherever you're watching on from, we'd love to have some questions to put to Will to test his rugby acumen or just his knowledge of the changing room. See how many relationships you've built. See who you're able to I suppose, you know, be a little bit rude about. That'll be a test of the friendships you've built so far.
We're not going to have another 2 resets before we get to that good pitch. The last one was really good. Let's start there, please.
Billy Searle, that's a place to start with, isn't it? You're two Devonians together in Leicester.
Billy Searle. I've actually got nothing bad to say about Billy. He's a really just sound bloke. He's always smiling. He's always happy. And he loves to get involved with the socials, so he's a good guy.
Okay.
He's a good guy.
That gets all the plus points, yeah. Fair play.
Bind. Set.
Whiteley. And Leicester go from deep. Looking to go on the outside with Wand. Man who forged his way through to Tigers at Coventry. Another one who picked up the Player of the Season award there a couple of years ago and was swiftly snapped up. It's a clue to Leicester Tigers' scouting strategy.
9, let's go. You've had your call.
Wandy for Coventry a couple of seasons ago. Hendy. Great to see. Good shot. George Hendy. And it so often is.
It's Harry Palmer again.
Furbank, he's shut down. Tackle was from Thompson. And there goes Wyman. Still a teenager, Wyman, and Archie McParland meant to start. The man who's come onto the bench, Aidan Pugh, is due to make a Saints debut. By the way, if he comes on, wearing 21, it'll be quite a night for him.
Ball is out, rolling it back with his hands. No, you can't.
Wyman goes to the Sky Searle, seeks the turf instead of the face.
It's a great kick.
Of Ollie Slighthoe.
Unlucky, hands on the floor first before he went to Jackal.
Ground first.
It's good outcome for Tigers there, because that was a great kick, landing it in the 5.
Just hold there, behind the 10.
So Bailey.
Just make touch.
Bailey does that. Wants a few more metres.
Well, if it is, I've not been told, so we'll play to mine this week. Gents, we got numbers.
We are counting down deliberately, by the way. If you're wondering about our clock, it's counting down rather than the traditional up, just to keep everybody on their toes. And Tigers' toes were a little too dainty there. Just not able to keep the ball in hand.
2 knock-ons.
And Saints will lock up the scrum from here.
I don't think this is actually as dry as people might think as what it's out there. It looks to be quite moist. A few balls to the floor from us.
Here we go.
I don't know. Just a little bit more direction in that midfield and get that two sides of attack against Saints. I don't know.
When you use new combinations in the way that we see in the Prem Rugby Cup, it must be, I mean, is it really hard? Do people expect too much because we see so many combinations getting used to each other week in, week out, that a team a little bit thrown together is always going to have moments like this?
Yeah, of course. I think this... Oh, here we go.
Yeah, Hendy into the line and dabbing it through instead.
Bad kick. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, like this Tigers team that's been put out now, you've obviously mentioned there's like 4 highly international players there, but then you've also got the likes of Harry Palmer, who's only 19 years old, in the back row, with Tommy Rafael, who's a full Wales international, as well as Joaquin Moro, who's played against the Lions in the summer. But I don't think those combinations really mean too lot. Like the whole week, everyone's driving towards each other and being very cohesive. So I don't think it's too big of an issue, to be honest.
Henderson and Rafael combining off the line out. And there is an element, of course, of tuning up for the start of the Prem again after the Autumn International next weekend. Thakasau. Hit hard by Moro, up high and down low by Woodward.
That's a great second effort from Moro. Oh, Sammy, keep it in. Oh. He's one to watch for this game. I've said it early, but Joaquin Moro, I said it off camera, so I won't claim to fame too early, but I just thought he would have a good game today. He's one definitely to watch for future in future games and everything, but today I think he's already started well with the try, but just making shots left, right and centre. He's energised tonight. He's good.
But you know him quite well, Will, as in you've forged a bit of a friendship with him already. Saints and Van der Mesch not looking to make any friends themselves tonight. Van der Mesch really does on the field. Here goes Furbank, breaking through. Here he comes, the captain. Has support as well. Oh, Wyman. Litchfield looking to play scrum half. The Tigers feverishly all over this. Chunyamunga. Furbank.
Penalty advantage 9.
Saints energised again, and they pick with Tom West, and they go.
Taking someone out.
But they'll come back.
Straight off feet. So the reason why it's not a yellow card.
Not staying on their feet.
First, clear as a 5. The third man.
But penalty was coming anyway, so we won't hang around here. The two prop forwards combine in Western Green. Van der Mesch, the right man to go to from this position. And Van der Mesch swats away Tigers to thunder over. It's all level at Welford Road between Saints and Leicester. This East Midlands rivalry is on level terms again. Heft, pure heft.
He's a big guy, isn't he? Oh my gosh, scary. And he's got silky hands as well. I've seen a few of his highlight clips. He's like having another 12, just, I don't know, 150 kilos worth of it, but he's got silky skills as well.
If he could shift like a 12, my goodness, Andre Esterhuizen wouldn't have a leg to stand on, would he?
You lot heard that one as well, have you? Right. Did we get an email from Kate?
So Furbank trots back, having made the break, and well, how did Saints unpick Leicester then?
I don't know, firstly it's just quick ball for Saints. They just got it, two faces in the backfield, play wide, then play again, quick ball, just taking it to the line. George Furbank did that just so well, just keeping that ball locked and loaded, just causing our Tigers defenders just to shift off him, thinking he's going to pass the ball, but taking it square to the line, pumps it, goes through on our inside shoulder. It's an easy fix, just be ball focused. He's got the ball, go get him, but it's harder when you're in that scenario with such a talented player like George Furbank.
He's had such a torrid time of it whilst he's been away, since breaking his arm and then concussion in the Champions Cup final. Tigers, meanwhile, wanting to put pretty pictures together, and Mercer getting involved an awful lot. Sam Mercer on his debut.
Tackle!
He also has GB7's experience behind him.
First man turnover.
Use it!
Saints with a chance from transition. Furbank
22 is on.
spots space instead, and he's just got behind Mercer, who claims it well. A blade of grass touching the left foot of Sam Mercer.
No, because being touched, then he's passed it in. There's too many people.
He's unlucky there. I see what he's trying to do, trying to keep his toes in.
Okay.
Just unfortunately the momentum's just taking him over the line, but this is a great place for Saints now to have an attacking threat.
Saints take it down and bring it away, and that's a nice attacking line. Quick ball for Wyman. Now Litchfield, the next to bump and go. Back to the blind side. Plenty of Tigers here waiting, and that's exactly why. They had clocked JJ Van der Mesch from a long way off, and they had the right numbers. Munga.
It's a great shot by Al.
That was Lohman, Swedish international. Litchfield is the one-man ruck. Furbank, so calm on the ball, isn't he? Has less space at number 10 than, far less space than he's used to. Still looks a class operator, and there's space here for the Saints. The pass
Tom
out
Whiteley,
wide.
great tackle, great tracking back.
Okay.
Just forcing that pass, I think, Saints. Just, I don't know, hold on to that. You're in the red zone. Couple more faces. You just got gain line. You got the momentum with you.
2-1 from each side.
We saw here though.
Each side.
It's a great tackle by Tom Whiteley.
Yeah, go on. Okay.
Craig Wright was on the plane to Spain for England Day last weekend. Didn't actually get on in the end. Played in the Champions Cup final for the Saints too. Real prospect. Nice aggressive hooker who almost found that pass. But as you say, you feel a pass too far. There we go.
Okay.
Knocking your headphones off. You'll be needing those.
Yeah, just one pass too many. Like, just don't need to force that. Obviously, he's thinking that someone's on his outside to throw that pass, but Tigers are one of the hardest teams to get. Once you get into their red zone, they're the hardest team in the Premiership actually to get into R22. So when you're in there, just don't know, hold the ball, couple more phases, build that momentum once you get in there. But we're lucky to come away with Saints not coming away with any points there, so we'll take that all day.
Okay, so whilst we've got a bit of a break, Russell White, Wilf, question for yourself. Over to you. Thank you, Russell, for your question.
Names? Some players to look out for: Bucks graduate 2025. I don't actually know him personally, but I've played against him a couple of times. It's Josh Carrington, down for Bristol Bears. He was at Cardiff Met. He signed with Bristol Bears. They've got quite a few youngsters actually down there. Will Rampley, who I played with the England students, he's a second rower. But Josh Carrington, we played him first game of the season. He came off the bench for Bristol. And he scored a stunner actually, and I always remember him being a very good player, very athletic player, super quick. But when he came on, he was in contention for a man of the match, and I thought he went really well. So he's an exciting player to watch. Yeah, Josh Carrington definitely for sure. Even though he's an archer, not really a big Met rivalry, but he's a good player.
You're out of Bucks now.
Yeah,
you've got to build bridges.
Yeah, Will Hurd, he's a Tigers teammate. He was at Met, so I won't say too many bad things.
Well, thank you for your question, Russell. Great to have your company tonight.
Wandy, what's that penalty?
Any more for Wilf before half-time? We've only got 15 minutes left of your company, Wilf, until we switch you in for Gabe Hamer-Webb. Yeah. He was a little bit faster.
Only a little bit.
Guess.
Only a little bit.
But only a little.
No, he is quick. Gabe's quick, but...
anything we should ask Gabe, by the way? I mean, you are flatmates, so...
Ask him who's a better cook.
That's you. Oh, okay. That could
ask
be a
him who's a better cook.
What's the right answer?
Myself. I'd like to figure myself out. I'm quite Annie in the kitchen.
Let's see how gracious he is.
Yeah.
Stick it that way. Stick it at your own team. 4, stick out the gap.
Okay, Saints. To the front with Morrow, round the open side with Wright. Again, Fakasau putting himself around. Tigers with work to do in defence once more, because Van der Mesht is here and he's fighting and wrestling, and Van der Mesht does it once more. JJ's here tonight and he's filling his boots. Second try for the towering, hulking lock forward.
Yeah, that's they're pretty impressive. The Saints will be super chuffed with that. That's only their third entry into R22, and they've just scored 2. That's the second try they scored. The same player, Van der Mesht. But that's one thing we've tried to work on this week a lot, is trying to make it a lot harder for teams to score against us, be harder to score against, because as I said earlier, we're the hardest team to get into our red zone, into our 22, but we actually concede the most points in there, which is a very frustrating position to be in, because we're like the hardest team to get into, but once you're in there, easiest to come away with points. So yeah,
okay, that's quite a conundrum. That's quite a problem to
yeah away. It's an interesting stat. I found it fascinating, but
so Saints with a JJ Van der Mesht lead, 12 points to 7 in this East Midlands derby. PREM Rugby Cup block of games. Here's Hendy. Things opening up for George Hendy. He finds slight home and it finds the turf. A breathe and a sigh of relief from Tigers fans to see that one hit the deck.
That's not something you want straight off kick-off. As soon as they've just scored, running it back, making a line break through. Unfortunate not to catch that wide ball from Henny to slide home, but Tigers can just have a breather there, because we nearly ended up back in our own 22 there, so that's unfortunate for Saints.
Set! Use it away.
Whiteley, he's gone down the blind side. It's crafty from Whiteley. Keeps it alive himself.
Good option.
Furbank.
Take him over.
Whiteley
take him over.
Down.
Great tackle, Tom.
It's Tom Whiteley all over.
You're held.
The opportunism from Leicester's 9.
Sometimes you need a bit of individual brilliance there. Tom Whiteley chasing his own kick, kicks only as good as his chase. That's quality. Massive, again, momentum boost for Tigers here. We always talk about that, the momentum changes within the game, but that's huge for Tigers now. Let's just keep it in the scrum, pack it on, give it to Clive. Clive Woodward at 12, crash over. Let's see what happens.
Can you say it again? Give it to who?
No, we joke that Joseph Woodward's dad's Clive Woodward, so Clive Woodward, so we just call him Clive.
Right, okay. I did think I was hearing it. Clive Woodward. Well, yeah.
He's a Leicester legend as well, so I'm sure there's a bit of nepotism in there as well.
That's true.
Binds.
I think it's his uncle, actually.
Set.
Tigers scrum is firm. Moro with the duties at the back. He picks and goes the Argentine and burrows his head. He's buffeted back by Toby Tame. Tigers with the next wave. They're as close as can be. And the forwards want it. They get close. Hamish Snails is on the balls of his feet. Henderson is there. All the Tigers are there. And Henderson gets it.
Oh no.
Just knocking on.
Cammy.
It was the quarterback sneak from Cam Henderson. But Hamish Snails spotted a knock on.
White line fever.
Let's have a look here. I mean, from our view, it looks good. But we're about 75 metres away from the action. Up here in the gantry at Leicester Tigers, by the way, we're not in the main media section. We're not deemed media friendly enough, I think, to be in the main media section. We're up in the gantry. Well, you are, Wilf. To be fair, I think it's just us as a pair that they need to hide away.
Great scrum for
Tigers scrum is
huge.
Turning this
huge
to
turnover. Tom Whiteley.
Oh yes, for the Tigers. Tom Whiteley creates the field position. The pack do the job that Leicester Tigers packs have done throughout the decades. Particularly when it comes good against Northampton Saints, it feels ever so sweet. And Whiteley on hand to wrap it all up and put a bow on top.
Yeah. This is special juice as well. Go slower juice.
Billy Sell. Off the left. Didn't get that one, Billy Sell. So we stay at 12 points each. Tom Whiteley. He was another who was world famous as far as I was concerned growing up. His reputation when he was a sevens player at school was well known. Marvellous sevens player as a teenager. And he's encroaching on 50 caps for the Tigers. After stints at Bristol and of course coming through at Saracens as well. So Litchfield.
Tackle!
7 minutes to play in the half, and he's
good counter.
Two teams locked together at 12 apiece again.
First one is 5, and then you play to 9.
And Hamish Smells is having a lot to referee at the moment.
Then he plays to 9.
James Thompson a little bit unlucky there, thinking that the ball was out, being able to counter, but then favouring the Saints side. It's another easy entry for Saints now. Penalty given, back into our 22. That's straight off a restart as well, so it's an easy fix there. But Saints able to capitalise, and now look, only 10 metres out from our own line again.
Munga, lovely reach from the lock forward, and Fakasau comes at a fair old pace to the line once again. Saints picking up the pace. Van der Mesch gets it again, and the Tigers are shutting him out this time.
Release, yep.
They'll have to find a different option until Van der Mesch can
Tommy
refill
Rafael.
the tanks.
You're not on the ball. The ball's there.
Going to play scrum half this time. Furbank, drop goal. Knocks it over. Furbank adds the 3 and highlights his ability to spot an opportunity again. Got to be taking notes, hasn't he, from George Ford?
100%. Well, they're speaking about that. Like after the international game in England, New Zealand, they were speaking about how, as an opposition, what it's like to receive when the opposition is just taking drop goals like that, and it just takes away that little bit of momentum that you're trying to scrape for. And another 3 points, 12-15 now for Saints. It just keeps that scoreboard ticking over, so just inching away from them now.
Will Wand going as low as you need to.
Yeah, keep going inside. No.
Wyman, charged down by Henderson. So good at that, but Fakasau escapes. He looks very dangerous indeed. Lohman again in defence for the Tigers. Craig Wright. Rafael is in there. Slows it down.
Hold in front,
Doesn't give the penalty away.
Great pressure, Tom Whiteley.
There's not any inches being given in this one, is there? Everything's been fought for and contested for.
Scrum the line out.
As expected.
Scrum taken. Thank you. That's yours, yeah.
So Wilf, I always wonder this with professional players as we see a shot of the crowd. 16,000 in all, every part of the stadium open, so fans able to go choose their spot. Good numbers again. But Wilf, a fan perspective, I mean, yourself as a pro player, how much rugby do you end up watching as a fan? I mean, England last weekend, for example, I'm sure you watched, but are you then watching other matches, internationals? I mean, how does it work once you're in the trade like you are?
That's a good question. I think for me, watching rugby sometimes can feel a bit like a chore, and I think most players can agree, but when the autumn international is on, that's just super enjoyable, so I'll just sit on the couch and watch probably all 4 games. But
so you're going through the list, ticking them off like us all.
But I think it's really important just to watch as much rugby as you can, especially as a youngster, just to see what position you play and see what players are doing on the field. But more importantly for me is now being a professional is actually seeing what snippets I can take from people's game and try and bring them to my own. But you do end up watching quite a lot of rugby, and obviously watching training back and everything like that, so it can get quite intense throughout the week. So sometimes on a weekend you do want to have a bit of downtime. But
Tigers with a good shunt again. Whiteley is full of the good vibes that he brings to a pitch.
Number 2, stood up.
He is like an improv artist at times, Tom Whiteley. When he gets going through the gears, there's nothing that's outside his imagination.
Thank you.
Now, he's a great football player, to be fair, Tom Whiteley. Like, even in pre-season with him, he actually speaks a lot within the week. He's a big leader for Tigers. He's so knowledgeable about the game, but he's also he's actually a fantastic football player to watch. So he's super skillful, and boys listen to him, and that's what you need, especially in games like this, high stakes, East Midlands derby. He'll be the one revving up the boys for this one for sure.
Here you go.
So Bailey has knocked that to inside the 22 of the Saints. Tigers take it at the back and get this moving.
Get out!
Saints put the brakes on initially. And the second wave gets ready. And Charlie Clare gives it up to Whiteley in the end. Taken by Woodward. Looped over to Bailey, who gets on the outside and keeps it alive well. Ryan Crowley.
Good leg drive, Crowley.
Whiteley, wide pass, goodness me. Asking questions of his forwards, but it was a great take as well by Tigers. Up to the 5 metre line with a half-time whistle looming. Tigers looking to take the lead again. Whiteley just pauses to see if there's a hole. It gets swallowed up. Henderson involved here. James Thompson and Rafael.
Use it!
He's going to dictate the tempo of this. Thompson takes it on. And now it goes back the other way with Searle. Litchfield defending well. Clare.
Thank you.
This will be a captain's score from Charlie Clare to lead them into half-time in the lead. Northampton with some disciplined defence here. They've not given anything away. Morrow picks it up and passes. And the orange shutout holds. Whiteley loops it over to the top. It's not on. Well, they did have the penalty coming.
Yeah. 2 or 3, you've got an option.
Well, all the way back, excuse me, I didn't realise Tigers were playing with house money.
Got the hands in.
Clare.
Hold it. They're doing that one. Penalty. Not rolling away.
Clare with Lohman for company. Morrow, he scored the first, and Morrow goes for a second time. Gets there the second time for his second try. Joaquin Morrow sends the Tigers into half-time in the lead from one right under the sticks.
That's massive. I love the patience from Morrow as well there. He's been triple tackled almost, but he stayed in the fight. Have we watched the replay here now? He stayed in the fight, he's been patient, he's waited, he's held. He's gone again. Knees never hit the floor, so he's able just to go again there. A massive, massive momentum builder now to go into this second half up.
Searle puts a few more points on top. 19 points to 15 for the Tigers in the East Midlands derby at Welford Road. It's been feisty, of course, and there's been a sprinkling of quality all over it as well. This man scored twice. Joaquin Morrow to go with 2 tries from JJ van der Mesch in Saints colours. The big name players in both teams standing up to be counted, and plenty for us to enjoy in the meantime. I hope you've enjoyed it as well at home. Wilf McCarthy, it's almost the end of our time with you, I'm afraid. Your second half you're able to enjoy from the stands, but the first half, how will Tigers be chewing that one over in the changing rooms?
I think the biggest thing is off our restarts. We've seen that we've gone actually a bit deeper than Saints have, so we've put it in that right hand side. Bit too deep, if I'm honest, giving Saints a bit more time. We know they like to play with ball in hand, so for us fixing up that, I think we can go a bit shorter. As we've seen, Saints have been given shorter restarts against us and have been able to capitalise and get the ball back, which has then inevitably allowed them to get into our 22 a bit more easier. So a few fix up with there, but I think we've shown it as well. Tom Whiteley going down the blind side with a bit of individual brilliance, but once we get into their 22 as well, we're just as lethal. So it'll be interesting seeing what this second half brings, but just playing in the right areas in the field. But we're looking good.
What's going to swing it in the second half?
Oh, that's a good question. I might just leave that to Gabe.
That'll be the first question. He'll come in cold, not even knowing what he's been set up for here, and we'll go in with that. Okay, well, a different question then. Pre-match meal. What do you load yourself up with?
Pre-match meal. I'm pretty boring, but I'll normally just go for a standard spag bowl. I'll make a good bolognese.
Max out on the carb.
Yeah, garlic bread as well.
Excellent. Okay, well, we can go into that kind of insight for even more, actually, because we've been speaking to Manny Yogan of Northampton Saints, and we've got a really detailed understanding and take on fueling rugby players and what it takes. So enjoy this. We'll be back in the second half, but from Wilf McCarthy, it's goodbye. Thank you so much. Good luck when you get back on the pitch.
Thank you so much. Cheers. Thanks for tonight. It's been awesome.
Thanks
good
a lot,
fun.
We'll see you shortly. Cheers.
I'm Emmanuel Yogan. This is Fuel the Ferocity. This is a day in the life of me to see a lot of big men eating a lot of food and lifting a lot of weight. Morning, how are we doing? Gents, how are we? Starting at breakfast. Hello Monica, how are you doing? So we've got a big training day. It's a big session, double session, got combat and a bit of rugby as well, so we're trying to fuel up. Can I get some tomatoes as well, please? Thank you very much. So the jelly is for collagen, which helps with joints and muscle support essentially. I get 3 pieces. And then we'll chuck a ginger shot in there as well. Hey lads, how are we?
Oh, hey buddy, you well?
Yeah, good.
So what have you got there, mate?
Just a bit of sausage, hash browns, a bit of tomatoes, you know, get your veg in. A bit of beans and a bit of egg.
Looks nice.
Bruh. Just had my ginger shot, just helping my immune system actually. I've actually been a bit ill recently, so trying to top up on anything that's going to make me feel a bit better. And then Actimel as well, for gut health. I've got a general parameter of how much I need to consume, so I know what a big day looks like or what a light day looks like. So a big day would be a pretty decent breakfast, as you can see, and then we'll roll into a snack before gym, which might be a protein bar. Then you'll have a protein shake after gym, and then you'll actually load up before you train as well. That might look like another snack, which would be like a pasta with a bit of protein on the side. And after you train, you get your lunch, and then you'll obviously go away and then have your dinner. That's breakfast done. That's about 1,000 calories there, so now we're gonna get stuck into gym. Welcome to gym. I have to warn you, it's pretty crazy in there. So normally the first thing we do when we get in is we get weighed in. Moment of truth, I've had a big dinner yesterday, so 121.5. Take that. So these are our pill pots. We have got some omega-3, a probiotic, some Vit C and then some Vit D, just to keep in with the immune system. Hey JK, we're talking nutrition. Tell us about our Monday night feed.
Okay, yeah, we went for Nigerian food. I had some plantain, tilapia, jollof.
Yeah.
Trained well yesterday.
The carb load through the roof. This is Jason Civil, S&C. So Jason, just let me know what your role involves essentially.
Yeah, so basically I'm here to look after the forwards from a strength and conditioning point of view. Basically looking after them from their gym needs, on-field training requirements, nutritional needs. So obviously from a typical week, from a lifting point of view, I mean, we go after 2 main lifts in the week, generally split lower body and upper body. We'll often then get another lift in, which would be more of a speed and power based lift.
Yep.
And then there's always the option for an additional upper body based on what your game time playing program looks like.
Of course.
In terms of how that obviously flows sort of in season, there'll be times in season where we feel we can actually push you harder in the gym, and there's obviously times where we know that we have to pull back a little bit on you. Mm-hmm. I think again it's finding that balance between making you feel that you physically are prepared for what the game's going to throw at you, but at the same time not putting you in a hole that you don't feel that you're recovering adequately to be able to play the game.
Yeah, 100% agree, and I think from my personal experience, I think what we do so well is how well we manage individuals and what they need, because everyone's playing time essentially looks different week to week, so maximising the ability for us to go out on the weekend and perform, however looking at opportunities and gaps where we can actually accelerate our gym progress essentially, which I think we do really well. Numbers wise, everyone loves numbers, don't they? It's clickbaity, isn't it? you sort of see online, you see Andrew Porter doing like 270 for, don't know what it was, 6 or 8, which is big numbers. I think that's, we're talking peak in terms of back squat. I think I've seen Jamal Ford Robinson do 200 for 1.
On a bench press.
On a bench press,
Yeah,
which is pretty impressive, but he trained for a long time to do that. What sort of numbers have you seen?
Sort of, rather than just talking absolute, if we sort of looked at relative, I mean, generally back squat we'll talk about probably 2.2 to 2.5 times body weight would be a really good number.
Yeah.
On something like a bench press, probably 1.5 to 1.8 would be a really, really high number on a bench press. Again, I think when looking at sort of weight they're moving, it's probably more relevant to look at the quality of the movement and also the actual bar speed as opposed to
quickness.
just the absolute load.
Yeah, because the game is changing, isn't it? And we're not only strength athletes. We're looking at, as a prop and as a type 5 forward, you have to be more explosive now. You have to win collisions and you have to move quicker. So it's all good being strong, but you need to be quick as well.
You have to be, yeah. I mean, the game is all about force production, and we know that is just a product of mass, so the weight, but as well as acceleration, so how fast you can move that weight.
Where would you say food plays a role from a rugby specific point of view? So in terms of when we feel, how we feel, etc.
I think the importance of food can't be underestimated ever. I think in terms of you as a player, the demands that you put your body through, you're only able to, 1, be able to sort of sustain that, and then 2, be able to sort of get the adaptations off the back of it if you're fueling yourself properly. The importance of food, along with obviously sleep and recovery, but the importance of food is huge. I would say if we were to put a percentage on it, it's probably around 70 to 80% of the adaptation that you'll get will be off the back of what your nutrition looks like.
Yeah, my mentality on food has changed a little bit. I think at the start of my career when I was 18, it was about putting on the pounds and eating as much as you could to sort of get that weight on so that you could actually compete. And now my food and eating habits have been shaped around how I shape myself for training. So when you have a big day, eating appropriately, and when you have an off day, also eating to recover, and what those foods are. Finished gym. Now we've got a shake. We've got 2 scoops of protein in this, so it's 60 grams of protein. Decent bit of power. We've got a special guest. We've got Finn Smith.
What's up, guys?
England and British and Irish line. Finn, what we got, mate?
Teriyaki salmon, noodles. Packing the noodles on because big session coming up.
Big sesh. Carb loading up. So what would this be, cows wise?
Got me now, wouldn't you? Probably about the same.
About 1,000. Bit of broth. Thank you very much. Cheers, mate. Bosh.
Welcome back, everybody. We hope you spent the half time wisely and that you're enjoying your Friday evening. It's great to have your company with us. We are up in the gods here at Leicester Tigers. We've changed co-commentator for the second half. A straight swap between 2 flatmates as well. So Wilf McCarthy, who you live with, don't you, Gabe Haber-Webb? It's great to have you, by the way.
No, thank you very much. Thank you. No, yeah, we do live together. I've taken him under my wing a bit for his first professional season of rugby and show him the ropes, and yeah, he's a good lad.
It's a happy household so far?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's still a young man learning a lot, so I think I give him that advice because I've got a good couple of years now under my belt, but he's still learning. It's a happy household. I mean, yeah, it's good fun.
Okay, well, the question that he asked me to put to you was, who's the better cook, by the way, in all this?
He's going to say it's him, because he puts more time and effort. He lets things simmer for about 4 hours.
Right, okay.
Which is not for me. I'm more of it, if it takes over half an hour, it's not happening. But I'm actually going to say I'm the better cook, because I know he would have ranted and raved about his cooking.
He was expecting you, I think, to concede to his superior cooking skills. I mean, fair play though, if you're doing that much simmering, you're thinking a lot about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a new recipe every time, and he absolutely loves it. I did tell him he should take a massive interest into it and pursue it more, because he is really into it. But no, he'll definitely say he's better than me.
Fair play. Well, it's important for you boys, because having watched you play over the years, I know you're muscle upon muscle, and I guess Wilf might learn a few things in that regard as well, about how you build yourself into an elite player. But you're only sort of 2 years older than you.
Yeah, only 2 years older than Wilf. So obviously he did his stint at university down at Hartbury, and now in his first year professional. So he's obviously had a much different experience coming through than I have. When I started at 18 down at Bath. So, but we're still at similar points. We're still young men, still learning a lot, but obviously in an amazing environment here at Leicester.
Yeah, you've packed a lot in. Bath, as you say, stints in New Zealand, down in Southland. Cardiff, and then you've got to explain this, because you're a member of both houses here. You've also done a month with Saints, as well as being a Tigers player now.
Yeah, so when I was down at Cardiff for my first stint, just after I left for New Zealand, trying to figure out contracts as you do, all that, and Saints had an international window. Obviously England were playing, they lost a couple of boys, and they said, do you want to come down, fill some boots for a week, and have the game against Newcastle? And I said, yeah, absolutely. I'm always up to try new things. And it was actually a great experience. I mean, they have an amazing backs coach in Sam Vesti, and a lot of the lads I knew already. So I really enjoyed it. Got the win over Newcastle, just the one game.
And that was their Premiership, their Prem title winning season, right?
Yeah.
Their Gallagher Prem title. So you were involved. You contributed to that.
I cannot say I contributed. I mean, got the win for them, but I have the medal at home. But I'll always want another one.
Well, I'm sure Cardiff fans. Any Cardiff fans out there will be, I'm sure, wishing you all the best, but a little bit gutted you're not wearing their colours this season. Having watched you over the last couple of seasons for Cardiff, you were in great form for them. Can see why Tigers took you under their wing and brought you here. But an East Midlands derby, something you've not yet experienced, right? Tonight, obviously, viewing from the sidelines in the Gallagher Prem, but also tonight from the sidelines as well. But I'm sure you'd enjoy yourself out in the fields when you are in one.
No, absolutely. I think we speak so much about how much this derby means to us, and I think it's a derby that I've seen the most passion about. I've obviously been involved with Bath Gloucester. I've been on Bath Leicester on the other side before.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, this one feels filled with so much more passion and excitement with everyone.
What was the derby in Cardiff that you relished the most?
I think it was Dragons. Obviously, they're all kind of felt as derbies, but I think that Dragons derby, because we're so close to each other in proximity, I think it means the most.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. Southland down in New Zealand. Who's their derby?
It'll be Otago.
Okay.
Yeah, just up the road. So again, it's just the proximity causing it, and that was actually a great game. It was down at the Forsyth Bar.
Oh yeah.
So
is that the Glass House?
Yeah, so that was a pretty good day out. That didn't win, but I was all the more gracious for the experience.
Amazing. The many lives you've lived already, Gamer Webb. Age 25. That's very, very impressive. If you've got any questions for Gabe, by the way, put them in the live chat on YouTube. We'd love to have your questions to us, and we'll put them to Gabe across the course of the 40 minutes, as we did with Will. So thank you for those, and it'd be great to have your questions across the next 40 minutes, also about what we're seeing on the field too. Substitutes are plenty, no doubt, to come through as Saints and Leicester gear up towards the return of the Gallagher Prem next weekend, and then Europe after that. Busy period over Christmas, isn't it? I mean, winter for a rugby player it's the hardest time of year for work. You're putting in shifts all over the place.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, you're in block 2 of games for the boys, and it's a massive block. First one, obviously, you getting going, everything you put into pre-seasons coming into play, but block 2 sets you up for that final part, that final push for the trophy. It's now really important. Games are colder. You just have to dig in big time.
Well, Gabe, you might not know this. Maybe it's been talked about at the club. Tell me if it has. But because you were at Cardiff, I'm thinking it might not be that as well known. But both, Tigers fans particularly will talk about last season not having the best second block into Christmas, and they recovered it, of course, made the final. But they kind of lost momentum at this point in the season last time. So the Prem Cup has that role to play as well as the Prem Cup, which of course we'll see who comes out on top of that at the midway, towards the end of the season, March time. But yeah, you've got to get this right to then build into Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We have mentioned that drop off last season. Obviously, I wasn't there, but it's been talked about. So it's something we've spoken about, and it's in our minds now to really push through.
Well, George Hendy collects the ball at fullback for Saints, and once again, the power he can deliver in contact, it belies his figure. Drifting forward, say the Leicester Tigers fans, but Tom Litchfield gratefully takes it and then cuts back in. Chunya Munga into the action. The Saints just losing control of the lead towards the end of that first half. After the second Joaquin Morrow try. JJ van der Mescht having put them in control. George Furbank involved in setting up one of those tries as well on his starting return. Actually, no, excuse me, started last weekend as well, but he only played 33 minutes. He's getting more time in the field tonight, and this is shepherded out by Bailey as Hendy goes in after him.
Just come off foot. Just come off foot.
Presumably, Gabe, the back three watch, you must cast a critical eye every time you watch a rugby match on who the back three is, what they're doing, and whether you think they're doing it as well as you would do. Does that crop into your mind?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're always looking. I think back threes in an interesting space of positions because you've got such a variety of players.
Excuse me. Sorry, Gabe. Let's come back to just whilst these Saints start to work their way closer to the line, but Tigers are ever in your favour, Gabe. They shut it down, don't they? Excuse me, carry on.
No, absolutely. I mean, you're always watching back through, seeing what they're doing. You've also got No Kalori now, really relishing the riches of his high ball skills, and you always see him, what can you do, what can you tweak? I mean, today we've got fantastic names on the pitch. We've got Slighome, Hendy having a great game for the England day. Also Orlando starting at fullback for Leicester. I mean, he's got great feet. He's probably that secondary ball player for Leicester, which will come in real handy for them.
Yeah, and Thakasau in Saints colours has impressed too. Furbank gets a real slamming down to the turf.
Yeah, Thakasau's impressed me today. I mean, he's a young lad, but he's made the most of every touch here, especially on a bit slightly greasy ball. I mean, you've got to give it to him. He's pushing it.
Pressure on the box, but it gets away. Searle hacks ahead. Wright goes down on it. So Johnny Wyman, who was throwing the starting 9 jersey just before kickoff with the injury to Archie McParland, who was slated to play. And that box kick brings the ironic cheers from the Tigers fans. Yeah. What was your impression of playing here? If you played here for Cardiff Bath, and obviously you would have, what was the treatment like from the fans?
Oh, it's brutal. I mean, to have them on your side now is absolutely fantastic. But I mean, I reckon they're the best fans I've ever come across. I mean, you've got the absolute number of them, but down here at the Crumb, it's loud, it's brutal, and they're amazing to have behind you.
And the wingers have to bear the full brunt of it, don't you? I mean, you're closer than anybody else for the full 80. Whiteley. Oh, that melts away, but it was bubbling along for the Tigers.
Yeah, going back to your previous point, yeah, you hear some things, you definitely have to take some stick, but I think it almost increases how much you're into the game, because it can liven you up, and you can feed off of it as well, so I don't mind it too much now.
Relax.
Chunya Munga takes. Whipped away by Sam Graham as well, who's enjoying his return to action this season after a severe injury layoff. Man who came through at Doncaster. Another man who came through at Doncaster in the back row. Finn Brown for Saints. Taken by Bailey. Good energy on the ball. Whiteley. Really stood out in the first half, Tom Whiteley.
Yeah, he's taking great control of this game, Tom Whiteley. I mean, seeing things being very instinctive, and also his kicking game's been excellent, which I think is a huge part in this game right now due to the conditions.
That's right on the money, isn't it? Good take from Fakasau. How much work do you boys do now on that skill?
The high ball, I mean, it's every day. You don't necessarily need to be going 100% to really get that stimulation for it. You can do it indoors. It's just really getting that hand-eye, getting that shape nice when you get up.
And working with Freddie on that, I mean, often held up as the world-leading fullback under the high ball, and rightly so, I would say. You must have picked up a few things from him.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give it to Freddie. He's very, very good at it. His hands are twice the size of mine, which helps. But do you know what? All the lads have shown the improvement in it. I think Adam Radwan and Ollie Collins in this season have been absolutely magnificent. It's definitely a super strength of ours right now. It's getting us into games really well.
Tigers go to the corner, and the reverberation from the Crumbie stand comes through the rafters up to our position. Tigers 5 away. Captain Charlie Clare with the ball in his hands.
Inside the 15, back 10. You can change. Inside the 15. On we go.
To the front, brought down well by Thompson. Tigers pack around. Will Wand involved too. Clare locks himself in. Whiteley sees this drift a little towards the touchline. Now he gets it. Bailey static and makes the most of that position. Now more speed. Saints laying down the tidal defences and matching the power of Harry Wells, who's on. That's just slipped out and down onto the floor. The hack away, and Saints have shut this down in a way which will give them the line-out.
Yeah, I mean, when you get into the 22, I mean, we've talked about anything for every team. You want to be taking away points. Might not be a try, but you want to be coming away with points every entry. I mean, you look at the top teams right now, they're probably around 4-point average every entry. You look at teams like Bath, ourselves, that's where you're winning games. And also the defensive side of it, you've got to be relentless, keeping them out.
And Wilf McCarthy was saying that Tigers have the least entered 22 in the Gallagher Prem, but most points scored when teams do get there. So is that a statistic that you've come across or that's been talked about?
He's been doing his homework.
maybe that's the young man in
before he came on. Do you know, that says a lot about Wilf, and it's how he is. He's an absolute lover of the game of rugby, and he'll be so invested in these stats and what's going on. But I have heard that.
He should have shared his homework with you. That's not good behaviour from a flatmate.
You wanted one up. You wanted one up
exactly. Anyway, you know, Gabe, you'll be more an instinctive soul, I guess, out there. You know, seeing the opportunity, vibing it.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I think positionally wise, it is more instinctive. You're probably in very different situations each time.
So, Gabe, we've got a question from Billy Hull. Thank you, Billy. So, Gabe, talk to me about Charlie Titcombe. Looks like an insanely mature head on young shoulders. Almost George Ford-esque.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And when we obviously joined the club at the same time, and I knew him previously from Scarlets, came across him, and I couldn't actually believe we were the same age, about how mature he is, how he handles himself. And as a fly half, he's incredibly physical, and he has that side to him, which I think can take you a long way. But yeah, I couldn't agree more. He does have those George Ford-esque maturities to him, the way he plays the game, excellent distributor, and I think he's going to have a real great time here at Tigers, the way we play and how we can slot into that.
So who have you linked up with at Tigers that you've known from previously, and maybe junior levels as well?
Obviously I played 20s with Freddie, JVP, Jack Van Portfleet.
Yeah, of course, because England under 20s, but now of course Wales qualified, and
George Martin too. So I came across all these boys in the past. I think it was quite a nice reintroduction to then be alongside them every day. I think that's made my entry to the club far nicer, and obviously being at Bath with John Stewart and Orlando Bailey, having those familiar faces who I went to school with, I mean, it's made the club a great place to be for myself.
Thank you for your question, Billy. Gabe Hamer-Webb with us for the rest of the half for the action to talk us through. So any more questions to Gabe, please let us know as Trunyamunga goes off for an HIA and Sam Graham rises highest. Good take from the number 8. Former chef, Sam Graham, which I'm sure everyone at Saints knows that story very well. But yeah, former chef for 5 years, I believe.
I did not know
he was making his way through. Yeah, I mean, speaking of, Wilf McCarthy should have a convo with him.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Actually, they probably shouldn't, because I think Sam Graham won't hit the end of it.
So you can as well. It's changed this week. You can. Let's go. Right. Well. There you go. You've got yours. Come on, let's go. No,
that's a better exit there from the 9.
Let's go.
Great length on it. Good territory for them.
Great position this for Tigers. Taken again by Thompson, but they're knocking it on, and Saints' hands are clapping for this.
Yeah, we'll be disappointed with that moment there. I mean, set piece is one of our big fundamentals, so I know the boys will watch that one back, but excellent time to scrum now. Arla and Tarek will have a good go at them. I know Tarek, previous Saints man, so I'm sure he would have been fired up for this one. Going up against Luke Green by the looks of it.
Yeah, Luke Green, the man who's played in the MLR.
Crouch.
A couple of seasons in San Diego.
Five.
Hafar was into the action against the All Blacks 15 and Spain for England A. So he's had a busy time of it recently too. Little juggle, but a claim, and Furbank does likewise. Hendy wriggling and writhing through the contact. Alalome again in defence. He's been prominent in defending around the rucks. Alalome, he's marshalled things well there. Good contest under this. Comes back for the Saints. Callum Chick is on. Wyman, Furbank, lovely pass, things lining up nicely, but can't be taken by Tom Litchfield. Great chance for the Tigers. Potentially we will come back for the scrum.
Yeah, it's good play from the Saints, but you've got to be gutted when that happens, when you shift it wide and the opportunity's on, and it's just a small skill error. But I mean, they are taking these opportunities regardless of the greasiness of the ball and the conditions. It's very Saints-esque to play.
Okay, the question I've got for you is as a finisher, a winger, those moments when you score a try, because I think for an amateur player like myself and anyone who's played the game at that level, scoring a try is the most thrilling thing you can do in rugby. For many people, I would say. Is it the same for you? Do those 5 seconds of touchdown and celebration, do they sort of live much longer in your head than they do in real life?
I think it does. You know, it's like Marmite, because it's your job. I don't think the postman celebrates each time he puts a letter through a door, but every time you get one, you know that's my job being done well. You expect the props to go hard at scrum time, but yeah, you can't beat a try. Can't beat that feeling.
No, it's good to hear, even if it is daily or the equivalent of mail delivery. It's a rather prosaic analogy, that, but I like it.
I think I heard that from a Prem footballer.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And it stuck
Who
with
is
me
that?
for a long time.
You don't? Is it Cole Palmer?
It might have been. It stuck with me for a long time, though. That I always think about it. I was like, yeah, but then you can't not be excited.
There's also an Ospreys player, Daniel Casende, who calls himself the Postman, doesn't he? That's his nickname.
Is that it?
Yeah, he calls himself the Postman. I guess delivering.
I hope that's not a self-given nickname.
Well, who knows? Yeah. It could be one of those ones where you turn up to a new club and you go, by the way, guys, this is my nickname. Yeah. just call me this. So Saints shuffling the cards in the front row, freshening things up with 28 minutes to play. And this East Midlands derby is all out there. Slightholme might fancy a big involvement. So far we've seen him shut down, and he gets shut down again.
Okay, relax. Touch. Hey.
Could be our first one of the night. There it goes. Finn, Theobald, Thomas and Slightholme.
He's getting in there, Finn.
Going at it. You can't not have a derby like this without a little scuffle.
I mean, Welford Road, great place to witness those kind of scuffles. Bath's pretty good as well. You get close to that. We've seen that in the Gallagher Prem this season. You pay a ticket, you get up close, and yeah, you're in the thick of the action here.
I think that's the beauty of the Crumb. You're so near, you're almost in touching distance of everything.
It is. It's a wonderful place to watch rugby, the Crumbie Stand, Welford Road. Many places across the land are, but this is a special one. Picked off by Morrow on a hat-trick. There's Joaquin Morrow. Whiteley. Good height on this. Now Chase comes in, Hendy's underneath it, and taken well by Ollie Slightholme, but Tigers fans crying foul, and Hamish Smales, whether he's listening to the Tigers fans or not, there was a penny dropping in his head a little bit later.
Yeah, it's tough, it's greasy and it's coming down fast for Slights, but you know, you've got to make use of this opportunity now. Good position for the scrum, made the use of it. There'll be good backfield space as well, so if we can plug that. No, good position for the Tigers here.
You can basically do anything, apparently.
So Ollie Slightholme's coming back into things, second match back, a proven try scorer as well. So when you're coming back as a flyer as well, and I suppose things aren't quite clicking, or you know, you're testing your speed out, it must be quite a difficult time, but maybe more so than for other positions.
Absolutely. I mean, you pride yourself on that, physical attributes, that speed especially, and you want to get back to that maximum pace, that maximum level that you've got inside you, and you will work a lot on it. And I mean, for any position, I mean, that's their specialty. You need to come back with that speed. So and Slights has come back. He looks great. He's looked real nice tonight. He looked good the other week as well. So yeah, no doubt he'll be back flying very soon.
Furbank takes things just outside the 22.
2 balls. Second ball, just holding on. Okay, yeah, ready now.
No score in the second half after Tigers turned around in the lead. Saints looking for their next and sending Toby Tame right through the middle. Good hands from Graham, but it wasn't taken. And Searle has to tidy up.
No, it's not out.
Henderson drops it around the back, and Tigers look to play this from deep. It's works its way to the wing. Tame is there. Man on Davey, Sam Mercer for Tigers in the 11 jersey. Saw a lot of the ball in the first half. No space to work with there.
Yes, inside. Hugo, okay, use it.
We don't see the long caterpillar so much this season, Gabe. Being coached out of the game, the rules have changed enough for it to not be advantageous. What's slightly going on there? I mean, I'm not missing it, but
I think you're asking the wrong person. I don't pay too much attention to the caterpillar, but I know, yeah, it does look smaller, but I know probably
you're always 20 metres away, I guess.
Yeah,
minimum.
The boys always work on their body shape, probably getting more length than that. But no, that's out of my realm.
Well, that's no, there's no loss. It's a little frustrating. Here goes Slightholme. Carry and Graham, and he's starting to occupy the kind of positions that battering number 8s like him often do. His Hendy. Great line off. Furbank tapped through here and bundled over. Kemeny is playing all sorts of football with it, Josh Kemeny. Wow. I think the whistle had gone, long gone, and that's why. Kicking off again in the East Midlands derby. Players introducing themselves to each other, some for the first time in this contest. They've seen it boil over from the stands.
The Argentine Joaquin Mora getting stuck in there.
You'd expect that.
Yeah. Excellent first half from him. Let's see if we can push on more in the second half.
Separate from each other, please.
I'm interested to see what this was. I didn't see it from the screen.
The refs have got no benefit of TMO or anything here. We've got our cameras which we can bring to the screen for ourselves and for everyone at home, but referees with nothing to work from.
12. So, appreciate you might feel
it's the old have a word.
Yeah, just a little telling off. Yes sir, yes sir. Get back to it.
Those messages tend not to reach the wing, I guess, when it's telling people to calm down. I mean, they could be saying anything at that point.
No, it's like Chinese whispers. By the time it gets you, it's something completely different.
Knock on. No, it's a knock on.
Okay, so this is what happens. I mean, it's the traditional, really.
It's fine.
It's the traditional. It's a way of staying warm as well.
Yeah, speaking of staying warm, those boys on the bench right now must be wrapping up nice and warm. Ollie Allen and Charlie Tickman will be there. Backs in the corner with their big coats on.
Yeah, right.
Balls away.
Tigers looking to warn the home flyers. Here goes Searle. Kicks ahead for himself. Billy Searle. Chased by Will Wand and Wand with the touch of magic. Tigers with a cracker at Welford Road. It ignites the fixture. It's got mouths chattering on the terraces. Set up by Searle, finished by Wand.
Yeah, that's excellent from Bill there. Put the little push kick through, and Wandy making excellent effort there to get with him and dot down in the end. Also great hands from Woody at the start, drawing in those defenders.
The Arthurs are added, and then Wand trots back to his position. And Tigers with a healthy lead now, 26 points to 15. And these chasers in the hunt here, Slightholme as well as Litchfield. No shortage of pace there for Saints, but Wand wins the race.
State's starting to fall off now a little bit. See if they can get any momentum back, stick to their fundamentals. See if they get back into this game, but Tigers probably with the upper hand right now.
Chick with the charge down and the no number, by the way. Hasn't had too many minutes in November, well, none at all in fact. Callum Chick, so he's getting time on the field before
stay out the gap.
The action begins again in the Gallagher Prem and
I'm standing in the middle, get out the gap.
in
You guys
Europe.
come in.
Hasn't lost yet for Saints, Callum Chick.
Has he not?
Not yet, one draw and the rest wins.
Wow.
Up early, up early.
So many years, of course, in a struggling team for Newcastle where wins were scarce to not coming along at all.
Yeah, free kick. Free
So
kick.
now it's Saints on the flip side of things.
Here you go. 11, sub. Got it. Okay. You're on top of the line, yeah.
I know our watcher Billy will be happy now. His man Charlie Tickham's on the pitch.
Hold on, time's off.
So Tigers tick through the hour mark
Okay.
in the
so
lead.
The pair of you
Matty
come
Woods
here.
well for
No,
the
no,
load.
no, the pair of you come here. Okay. Listen to me.
On our live
Listen
stream
to me,
tonight,
the pair of
I'm in
you.
the company of
Leave it
Gabe
alone,
Haber-Webb
leave the
from
ball
Leicester
alone.
Tigers.
If they want to play quick and they want the ball to drive
Injured
forward,
currently,
that's allowed.
and we haven't
Just
even explained that yet, have we, Gabe? That's why we're not seeing you tonight. What is the injury?
Understood?
It's something fast
Understood?
twitch.
Yeah, it's the hammy. It's the old winger's curse. No, just a small hammy tear from the Newcastle game. Looking to be back around Christmas time, but no, not going to do badly in rehab, and they're enjoying it. Still putting in effort with the team and being around the lads. Great shot there from Harry Wells.
Advantage only in the tackle.
Knocks Saints back 10 metres or so.
Okay, not coming. Not done in the
Greg
tackle.
Wright goes back and
Not done in the tackle.
Saints will have a scrum
Just a
from
scrum.
here. So sorry, Gabe. December time is the possible return for him?
Yeah, late
Go,
December
guys.
time, I'd say early
Okay.
January. Mostly on a feel basis rather than timeline, but
Yeah.
hopefully I'm feeling better quicker.
6, sub, please.
So, Gabe, another question in
There
from
you go,
you
there
from
you go.
the Defence Dairy. The Defence Diary, excuse me. The Defence Diary, that'd be something else, I guess. Who from this squad is most likely to obtain a certain England shirt in the future? Okay.
I think that's an easy one for me. I'm going to have to go for Joseph Woodward. I mean, he's involved with the England A, which is obviously that correct pathway for him, and I think he's
Okay, let's go.
shown such great maturity, obviously being heavily involved with the team that got to the final last year, and for his age, that's amazing. He's got a great future, obviously captaining
That's your mark,
tonight,
that's his mark.
showing his maturity there, and just an excellent, really excellent all-round player. So I would not be surprised if you see him in England shirt in the future.
Yeah, what season last season he had. I mean, 15
Crouch.
starts in the centre of the Tigers as they made the final.
Bit of
5,
Welsh in him as well,
No, okay.
6,
which you
him
told
up.
me, yeah.
Get the wires going.
9, come on.
How enough to qualify?
Apparently so.
Okay.
Is what I've heard. I might be wrong, but it's what I've heard, which obviously excited me as a fellow Welshman and a man on the edge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's plenty of time still, Gabe, and wish you all the best in that endeavour as well. It'd be great to see you in a red shirt.
Oh, thank you very much.
Or backwards.
Someone I'd love to see more of going to this fourth quarter. Ryan Crowley, corporal, obviously signed this week. Really, really pleased for him.
Lovely from the Tigers. Morrow cuts back, width to width, and every pass going perfectly to hand. They're in a good rhythm now, Leicester. And this is a searching ball, which Hendy's going to have to do some job to collect here and make safe. Crowley goes after him. The man from the RAF who signed professional terms for the first time
Use
this week.
it.
Ending it in an East Midlands derby, and at the moment his side on the right side of the score, and he
Ball's there,
looks
place
to
it.
maybe be going the full 80
It's your own foot. No, don't
as
do
well.
that.
Ryan Crowley,
It's your own man's leg.
another Welshman.
Use it.
Yes, we're invading.
No, you've had the call. Let's go.
Yeah, it's a great story, the Crowley story. 27 years of age at the time that he's made it to this point and signed pro terms from the RAF. And I was looking at what he does. Avionics engineer for the RAF, Gabe. Basically, avionics just means all the electrics that keep planes in the air. You know, so the important stuff. and that's his day today. So,
Okay, time on.
yeah, great story, and there are a few out there. Josh McNally from Bath, of course, who is like that too, and an example of the dual career.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, played alongside Josh McNally many a year now at Bath and at Cardiff. He became my skipper.
Backwards off green.
So yeah,
All
big.
backwards.
I do enjoy it when you get someone from the Militarian. They have a great way about them, and Ryan Crowley not only really well talented on the pitch and obviously a very smart cookie, but also really, really great bloke. Someone great in the locker room you can have a good chat with, really chew the fat.
So Tigers bringing on a debutant at 9.
Tackle!
No, excuse me, not bringing on a debutant. It's Josh Manns
Knock on.
and Ollie Allen
Scrum
are
advantage,
on.
knock on by green.
So 21-22.
Onside.
And the ball just goes to
9 be onside.
ground.
Use it.
Tonga Kofe on as well
Advantage over.
for Leicester Tigers. All 22 stone 7 pounds of Tonga Kofe as well, and
Line.
he's just fresh back from Romania, where he was playing for the USA in their victory over the
Let's
Oaks
go.
in Bucharest. Yeah, what a prospect he is. I know you've been injured, so you've probably avoided having to tackle him so far this season, but it must be a challenge.
I'm going absolutely nowhere near him. He is massive. The first time I met him, I couldn't actually believe it. And he puts up ridiculous numbers in the gym. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, great addition for the Tigers. So there goes Ollie Allen, 22 shirts.
Penalty advantage.
Harry Wells
6
wears
overall.
19. Wells
Sorry, 8 overall.
in his testimonial year. What a servant to Tigers. Important minutes for him as well in the context of this season. This is looped over nicely. That's very nice from Ryan
Still
Crowley.
penalty advantage. Yep.
Theobald Thomas. Van der Fleer. Archie Van der Fleer. Allen. Billy Searle. This is searching, and Wand is there, and he's close to Slightholme, who gets it away.
8's got to roll. Okay.
Yeah, it's great build-up play there from Tigers, really putting on the pressure. Then Billy Searle seeing that space, probably kick wasn't
Penalty,
quite on the
not
money,
rolling.
but
8.
no, good
Backside,
nevertheless.
Thank you. Corner.
So a couple of injuries knocking about the place for
Post
players.
call, tees on. Tees on. Thank you.
So, Gabe, we've got another question
that rule.
for you. So,
Thank
Kaz
you,
Simmons, thank you, Kaz, for your message. As you can see, over to you.
My most memorable experience so far in my career, I think there's two that stand out for me. Probably my debut in the Champions Cup for Bath, my first touch on the ball about 3 seconds in, scoring the corner, and to feel that as an 18-year-old, I think that will always stick with me. And probably the other one that I compare it to was a hat-trick and a derby win at the Principality for Cardiff versus Ospreys, Judgment Day. I'm going to have to give it to that first Bath
Which year was
try.
that one, the Judgment Day?
Last year.
Last year, yeah.
Last year.
And was that at the Rec, the Bath one?
Yeah, home game at the Rec.
Nice.
I'm going to have to give it to that. It doesn't get much better than that for me.
Two great options. Great question, Kaz. Thank you for sending that one in. In the meantime, we missed a Billy Searle penalty, but he knocked it over. And Leicester with a good lead, 14 points. That's healthy at this stage, with 12 to play. And at some point, Gabe, we're going to have to ask for your player of the match. So, in collaboration, this is going to be multifaceted. It's in collaboration with the commentator in the first half, with Wilf McCarthy. So you guys can get your heads together and knock things about a little, and
Step, please.
we'll come back to you in a few minutes. Shortlist required as well, of course.
Yes, of course. I think, seeing as I am Wilf's landlord, I think I get a slight more say.
yeah, you're on the mic, you're in the moment. Here goes Alan. Oh, little misjudgment.
Advantage. 12.
Kicked
Yeah.
through by James Pater.
Match is over.
Here's Crowley. Good bump from Crowley.
Let go of each other.
Searle.
22, get out.
Big chase as well. That was Charlie Titcombe. Hendy. He's put himself about in the usual manner, George Hendy tonight, fizzing and unexpectedly appearing in places. Callum Chick. Cleopas Kundiona with the last carry, international for Zimbabwe.
Use it, 9, let's go.
On his way back from injury at the moment too. Bailey leads the hunt. Hendy has a couple of Tigers that require beating, and he does that. To the line taken by Robbie Smith. Lovely pass out wide to Brown. He's done the gold and black of Wasps once upon a time, Finn Brown.
Use it. No, he's not. 9, let's go.
Tigers making a right meal of this for the Saints.
Now. You're off your feet. Leave it.
And the wrecking of Harry
9,
Wells is very useful. No real option for the Saints but to go for the box kick. And they were all offside, so Searle goes himself, Billy Searle.
Needs that support there.
Isolated man.
Good instincts from Searle, but if he goes, the boys have got to recognise that and really get with him, secure that breakdown so we can play on top.
Yeah, told him he's off his feet, so he stops.
Probably Saints let off the hook a bit there.
Here you go. Mark.
So Saints knocking close to the last chance saloon at the moment. As Tigers pinch that and Robbie Smith gets it back.
Yeah. First one was stripped back by you, then it was knocked on.
The Tigers and Saints, with this fixture under their belts, going into the Gallagher Prem, will be nicely warmed up. I mean, it's been intense, isn't it? Just the kind of fixture that both teams would want. Leicester are going up to Newcastle, is that right? And it's an important game, that one, given that so far everyone has taken Newcastle and the Tigers can't slip up there.
Yeah, absolutely. You still can't underestimate them though. They are a great outfit, especially in the Prem Cup when we played against them. I mean, they have everything you need. But yeah, absolutely, we want to get up there, get the win. It's a tough one on the road. Be cold as Friday nighter, I think. Yeah. So similar conditions to this, and it'll be a real physical matchup. That.
We'll get them next time. Let's go. There you go.
So Ollie Slightholme has gone for 72 minutes tonight, which will be encouraging indeed for Saints fans. Made 40 minutes last week and then was called off, so they're bringing him in and bringing him up to speed. And without quite looking at that Ollie Slightholme best of his, he looks to he's getting there.
He's getting there, absolutely he's getting there. I mean, to get more minutes this week, that's a positive for him, so he'll take that. He's had a good game. I mean, if the game carries on, they get the lose, he might be a bit gutted, but for his return, I think he should be proud.
Tackle, release.
Pick off the back by Josh Manns.
Be onside, use it 9.
Allen's box kick is very long. Henry Lumley into the fray. Bacasau still at work. Hendy straight into Joaquin Moro. Theobald Thomas. I dare say Theobald Thomas is a difficult man to run into in training as well. Well, George Hendy is the man down here with a concern around his head, so and that shall be stopped again.
So I've got him hitting on the shoulder first.
So that was a big hit from Hendy after charging into the forwards. He's been everywhere tonight for Saints. So industrious. Not nice to see that outcome.
Yeah, it's a tough one to see there, regardless of who you're playing for, who you support. You never want to see a player down like this.
No TMO.
Hope he's all right. Hope he gets up back on his feet.
Sorry, I can't hear you. That's a high shot. Yeah, thank you. But you're the
So
man
Gabe,
who look after that bit.
Charlie Shakespeare
Sweet.
has sent this in. Would you back yourself as the quickest player at Tigers?
Just have a captain,
Going straight
penalty.
to the meat and drink of the conversation. I should have asked this agent. That's a much better question than all of them that I've asked tonight, Charlie Shakespeare. Yeah, what would you say, Gabe?
That's why.
I think
that's
the
why it's
winger
only a
ego in
penalty.
me wants to say yes, but I think Radders has it.
I don't
He is
know.
electric, honestly. He takes off
yeah.
and he's hard to catch. Maybe he's got me over short distance, me over a bit longer, but
Yeah,
So you're putting Radders first. Where are you coming if Radders is first?
I'm a solid second.
Solid
If Radders is first, I'm a solid second.
So Ollie Hassel-Collins,
Yeah, I can't give it to him. I can't give them
is he
both.
third? Is he third?
Yeah, he's third.
Okay, well there we have it, Charlie Shakespeare. But second question for this to drill down into it. Is this with ball in hand? Are you running with ball in hand for this race?
No, I think if it's an out-and-out sprint,
Okay.
I think Radders has it over short distance, but I'd back him if it was a hundo. If we're going over the full 100 metres.
Okay. Any rogue outside runners who might do well and who you might not expect to be up there?
That's a great question. Will Wand.
Oh yeah, I mean good point. That's a good point. After what
The
we've
boy
seen
is
tonight.
fast. Ryan Crowley also probably has that similar stature to Adam, a bit shorter but really, really powerful. Do you know what? Also Harry Palmer?
Okay.
He gallops.
Oh, really?
He's a big man, but he absolutely gallops and he can take off. And I think we've seen it from like sniping and getting around that scrum from Tom Whiteley tonight. Clearly showing he's got a lot of pace. But yeah, I think Harry Palmer's that dark horse there.
It's a great debate. Always is, isn't it? I mean, rugby fans can talk long and long about who the fastest player out there is.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Good to see George Hendy back on his feet.
Yeah, it's a good sight that.
I think it's Joaquin Mora as well, who Hendy had run into where the collision occurred, going over to him.
We've got someone coming on, please. Yes, I know. We're just waiting on the sub.
He'll be gutted to be going off like this, George Hendy, but I think he's put in an absolute shift today. Fair play to him.
Yeah, all the very best to
We're still waiting for him to go off.
George Hendy. Recovering.
We're just waiting for him to go off.
Shortlist, Gabe, for player of the match.
It's coming here.
Who might be out there?
I think my out-and-out favourite's Joaquin Mora. I think great first time in terms of scoring the tries. I think defensively he's been really good as well. He's been a real physical asset tonight. It's really been his game. Tom Whiteley as well. I think he's pulled strings well. Joe Woodward, George Hendy. But if I'm going to give you a shorter list,
Mark here.
say
I've got to get the
Joaquin
mark
Mora,
first.
Amina Thakasau, and Tom Whiteley, I think, are my three.
Okay.
I think Thakasau's he's been all over the shop. He might not be on the right end of the game right now, but he's made really good use of the ball he's had.
Option.
Certainly been enjoyable to see him sizing up a defence. And then Thakasau. Okay. There we have the shortlist. Okay, we'll come back to decide who.
Binds up. Stay up. Okay.
JJ Van der Mescht gets a mention in dispatches. He's got it, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
For those tries.
He is massive.
Yes.
I don't know, it's probably the
Crouch!
one
But
person.
again, you could say that's that's the postman.
Fines!
That's the postman in him, isn't
yeah,
it?
he's
That's his
delivering.
job.
He's been given
Set!
a gift and he's delivering there. I think he's probably one of the few players you really do really.
Ball's out. Ball is out.
Tigers get it away. There's Woodward
Use it.
and Allen. Well, outnumbered was Archie Van der Fleer, but he has kept the ball. Tigers closing it off. There's Tonga Kofe, who we haven't seen too much yet on the ball, but he's someone who, by his own admission, is adjusting to the speed of the game in the Northern Hemisphere. That's what he was telling the Leicester Tigers rugby show this week, and he's really up front about that. He used to play American football.
Yeah.
Now, Gabe, do you know anything about American football in terms of positions and things?
A bit.
A bit, okay.
I'm
So
going to be tested now.
do you know that? Well, I don't know, right? So this is my description of it. He used to play the position on defence that's opposite the man that
Time's off, son.
puts it through his legs and fires it back to the quarterback.
Yeah.
So he's opposite that guy.
Okay.
And his role was to just ransack that person and try and, if he can get through, whack the quarterback. But I don't know the name of the position. It has a technical name. Would your knowledge stretch to that?
I don't know the name either, but I know.
Okay.
If you gave me a picture, I'd know. Yeah, but
Time on.
no, I know what position, but I don't know the name of it. But yeah, he's perfectly suited for that. Perfectly.
It's kind of like the
suited.
hooker position in the middle of the line
Yeah.
of scrimmage. Yeah, that was his role. You've got to be big to play that. And he did that in college and to 80,000 people stadiums and everything like that. So he knows the
Ball's there.
big
It's there.
stage. And
His favourite, one of his favourite things since coming over here, fish and chips.
yeah, heard that.
He is ranting. I did Will say that.
No, it was on the podcast.
Was it? He loves it. He absolutely loves it.
Your feet, Robin.
Billy Searle
It's your
wants to
man.
bring in those
It's your man lying on it.
fresher jerseys into play. Here is Tonga Kofe, and he rolls around and almost makes headway, but two Saints players stopping him. Bailey, nice pass back on the inside. Woodward, good pass. Here's Crowley. Crowley fights and keeps going and keeps going.
Inside.
Next wave is Allen. He goes through. Allen with his finger in the air. The Tigers cap the performance in this East Midlands derby with a score by Ollie Allen and Ryan Crowley with plenty of hard meters to set him up. Tigers have this all wrapped up now.
Yeah, it's excellent power on the edge from Crowley. Great hands from the Leicester Tigers, and Ollie Allen finishing it off there. Nice Shearer celebration. Good from him.
Running games. Keep going.
We'll definitely see that picture on Instagram in a couple of hours. Him with his hand in the air.
Is that a deliberate shearer or is that an accidental shearer?
What's that?
Is that the celebration, Ollie Allen? Do you
No,
think? Is he a football fan?
No, I think he was just feeling that in the moment.
Yeah.
No, I think he's someone who got overexcited. That was the first thing that came to mind.
Hold on. Pop it down, that'd be great, thank you.
Nicky Gonover, he had the shearer celebration,
Did he?
didn't he? Gave it the shearer celebration at St James's Park.
I am enjoying the introduction of more
That's gone in
celebrations
the
in
air.
rugby right now. I mean, it's hard not to mention Pollock
It's gone in the air.
making a good
Cross the
game
head
of
in
it,
the air.
Yeah.
and you're seeing boys
Cross the head
putting
in the
more
air.
effort. I think that's something you need right now from rugby, is that extra entertainment value.
Here you go. Mark's here.
You got a celebration yourself?
Step safe.
I do a salute. It's probably not as exciting as anything else. I think Radis has one of the best ones, the pointing double point down.
Yeah.
But I love to see one of the big boys do it. A hooker off a maul.
Yes.
Let's give it like a back off route.
Yes, it would look
Front
good,
flip
wouldn't
or
it?
anything. I'd love that.
Taken by Saints. Playing for the final say in this encounter now. The last 2 minutes to go.
Ball in play.
Lovely pass that. That's gorgeous. And lovely from Lumley. And Lumley brings in Thakasau, and now we'll see the top-end speed of Thakasau. Good tackling back from the Tigers.
Right off sidelines.
There's Aidan Pugh on his debut for the Saints, the man in the 21 jersey. Chick hit hard by Theobald Thomas. Pugh to Ed Prowse.
No, 17, no.
And the Tigers slowing this down enough to reset. Pugh, Prowse again. He'll be keeping his eyes open for any opportunities.
Off his foot, play on.
The number 21 for
Penalty
Saints, just in
advantage.
case that moment
Offside.
comes. There's Pater. Still
Further
18
up,
years of
play.
age, James Pater. It's a good line. Toby Tame, who's played really well
He's
today
fine.
for Saints. Cut some excellent
Offside.
lines. Penalty comes for offside.
10.
And Pater is given the duties. So they're going to go to touch here. Time for the player of the match. If you can quickly work it in.
5
Dave,
is
have we
yours.
chosen one?
I think my player of the match tonight, East Midlands derby,
Straight up,
it's
straight
got to be
down.
Wacky Mora,
Wait till
number
he's
8
on
for
the floor.
Tigers. I mean, he's been all over the pitch, great in attack, scoring 2
5
tries
goals.
and solid in defence.
Joaquin Mora, the Argentine international, with the player of the match. But maybe Saints with
Yeah, thank you.
something in the dying embers of this one. Prowse takes it. And here come the Saints. And
Penalty
Aidan
advantage, 19.
Pugh at the back of it, searching for where it is. It's lost up front. Tigers are ruining this, but the penalty
19
for
collapse. It will be.
pulling it to the ground is here.
It's on the 5. It's on the 5. Here, here.
The Saints not giving up hope here.
Oliver Scola taps and goes. It's net hard, isn't it? Flying off the line
The
of the
onside!
Tigers replacements. Desperate to hold out again, but Saints surely with momentum here. Not quite. Pugh saying it is down. He's going to leave it to Smith and Co. Robbie Smith. He's going to work himself into all
release!
manner of positions to
Release!
try and get this scored. If it goes over the line, it'll be held up at this stage. So many
onside!
Tigers in the way. Saints looking to go
Shot!
again. Pugh having to check for messages from the back line. Whilst the forwards still thunder
Release
in
screen 19.
and fight for
Hands
every blade.
up.
Pugh's going to give it to Tame. Tame rolls. And the next carry is there. And Oliver Scola gets to the line for the Saints. And they will finish with a Northampton Saints score at the end at Welford Road. They kept going and no one in the end stood in the way of Oliver Scola.
That's full time. Yeah, that's full time. Sorry, Phil.
So defiant Saints at the end, and the last moments of the match falls to James Pater. Scored a try versus Quins in his first start at Franklin's Gardens, and he's going to take points in his East Midlands derby as well. Nice end to the evening for the young man. But Hamish Smales calls a halt to proceedings at Mattioli Woods, Welford Road. The Tigers across the course of the evening, with a big performance as they head back into the Gallagher Prem, and in the context of the PREM Rugby Cup, setting themselves up nicely as well for the rounds that will come next year.
Coming round the
And
corner.
then
just scoot it over.
They will hope, feeding into a final, a tilt at the final in the PREM Rugby Cup too. And of course not over for Saints as well, with every team playing each other home and away. So after 82 minutes of hard work, Mattioli Woods, Welford Road, it is Leicester Tigers 34, Northampton Saints 22.
Come on then. Yeah.
So Gabe,
I was waiting
your
to
final
play. I was
thoughts
like, oh, is
on
it
the
gonna
outing
play?
from your
Wasn't that
team
bad.
and what they came away with, and how much actually it will mean to the club to go
Doing the
into
JP?
the return of the
No.
Gallagher Prem with that one done?
Absolutely, the boys will be buzzing after that one. real hard-fought win, real physical, gritty game. I think they expected that, so that's good. I mean, we played our ball, we did exactly what we wanted to do, and we came out on the right side of it. There's probably moments that we'll look back on, the Saints scoring, a couple of moments they'll go, right, we can tweak this, we can look at that, but can't take away, that's a win. It's a solid win.
So what will you do now? You go into the change rooms and congratulate, or do you kind of head around the stands and keep clear? What normally is the form for players not involved in the match then?
Oh no, you'll go down, see the boys, get in the huddle, congratulate them. They've worn that shirt very well tonight, so you've got to give them kudos, and then in the changing rooms, sing our song, and get around each other.
Very nice. What is the song?
Billy Sell's come up with a new one. It's the Fire Song by Kasabian, I think.
Okay, Kasabian.
Yeah, because they're Leicester based. They're
okay.
They're from Leicester. It's all right.
Yeah, you know what? It's probably going to be. I mean, Arla Lohman. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be allowed, but did you know about Arla Lohman, your Swedish prop guitarist in a death metal band in Sweden once upon a time?
Do you know by his fashion sense? I know. I'm not surprised. But he pulls it off, so fair play to him. But I did not know that. There's a good couple of musicians in the squad actually. Josh Manns, excellent singer, jazz singer at Loughborough.
Okay.
John Stewart, also fantastic on guitar, great vocals. There's some hidden gems in there.
Nice. You got a Welsh ballad that you put out there?
Absolutely not.
Something from Tom Jones. I mean, something.
Yeah. I'll give it something old school if I need to.
Well, look, Gabe, thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure to have your company up here, as well as to Wilf McCarthy, who did the stint in the first half. Thank you very much for watching on at home. It's been amazing to have your company. Thank you for your questions and your involvement. And we hope to bring you more Prem Rugby Cup in this manner across the course of the season as well. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you soon as well. Thank you very much. Have a very good evening. Okay, thanks a lot, man. That was great fun. Cheers, man. Really enjoyed